What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you, but you know what we got to do first? We got to talk about those things that generate a little revenue for the show. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. You can support the podcast for as little as $3 a month, less than the cost of a beer or a nitro cold brew. You can also get ad-free audio, uncensored video versions a week early, all on the Patreon. There's also some random art musings and random things I throw up there from time to time. It would mean a hell of a lot to me, Drinking Buddies, if you supported the show through Patreon. We are also brought to you this week by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. Do you ever wanted a Matt Slayer art print or an awesome And Now We Drink t-shirt? The merch store has them all. So once again, go to www.anwd.net/merch and pick up some merchandise. It also supports the show. Last but certainly not least, the two easiest ways you can support this podcast. Real easy. Real easy. First, just tell people. Signal boost. Share posts. Let people know about the show. Cost you nothing. Just a couple seconds of your life. Just to hit the button. Hit the retweet. Hit the share. Tell people. It would mean a lot. The second real easy way to support the show is go to youtube.com/nowwedrink and subscribe. The video versions are out a week later, and it feeds the algorithm, and we are all about feeding the algorithm here at Now We Drink. Would appreciate it, Drinking Buddies. Let's get on with the show. My guest this week, making her triumphant return for the first time in, almost 4 years. If you've come to the channel before, you've definitely at least seen a clip. Verronica Kirei is back in the house. Well, she didn't bring the puppy pads with her, but we talk about it. Yeah, Veronica and I just get real silly and riff for the whole show. It's just another ridiculous appearance with one of my favorite people. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. There are just people in this world I'm not attracted to.
Yeah, I guess I don't think about doing it with everyone.
Aw. I'm in like the 30th percentile. Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of doing it, have you tested the puppy pads?
Yes.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, they're really good. When I can remember to put them on the freaking bed before I just go to town. Sometimes you're in the moment and you're like, oh, I'm going to be fine. I don't need a puppy pad. And then it's like, oh, it's happening. I can't stop it. It feels too good. And then there's the spot on the bed. And luckily, it's never on my side, so I fall asleep and I'm cozy.
Gonna make some poor motherfucker catch pneumonia from your fluids.
My fluids. Oh, I hope not. I mean, hopefully the house is warm, but
I don't know. I sleep in a fairly cool house.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be sad if someone did catch pneumonia from my fluids. Okay, well.
Cheers to that.
On sadness.
I mean, only if they die from it.
Just a little pneumonia. It's fine.
I've had it 3 times. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
Not from your fluids. I need to specify that for the audience.
Check in, yeah.
That was not an anecdotal from personal experience type story. Like, yep, Veronica's almost killed me with her fluids 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, don't let that get out on Twitter. Somebody's gonna cut that up and do a soundbite that Veronica's killed me with her fluids, and then I'm gonna get canceled. And
I'm still alive. I mean, that's a really easy one to disprove.
I mean, they could have brought you back.
They resuscitated me.
Yeah. I don't know.
How much of your fluids do you think it would take to kill me? Jeez.
It depends on if it's like a direct contact. I think you could drown in them if you just like never moved your head. But I guess you probably have free will and can move your head away from the.
Well, maybe I wouldn't want to.
You want to die and drown in the fluids. See, that's your own prerogative. Then I'm not a part of it. Like you suicided yourself.
I mean, that's generally how that works.
Yeah.
It is no longer, self-termination if you don't self part of it.
Yeah.
It's murder if you do it.
Yeah, but I would have to like hold you there and drown you.
I mean, it'd make it for a good story at least.
Yeah.
I just held it face first until he was gone.
What happened to Matt? Oh, I just murdered him with my fluids.
Like a fucking Bond villain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like what would be the Bond name for that villain? Like fluidity. Flows.
It's got to be a bad pun.
Yeah. I know.
Like flows a lot.
Yeah. Flows a lot. Francis flows a lot.
Oh no, it would just be like
It would
flow.
just be flow.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. Okay.
So just gonna put it on your episode. It's not gonna say Verronica Kirei. It's gonna say flows a lot. It's your new stage name.
My alias, yeah.
Your new stage name.
Yeah.
We're here doing a rebrand for you.
Oh, good. I need a one after COVID.
Right, the post-pandemic rebrand.
Yeah. Yeah. So then people will like, oh, who was that Veronica girl? Nobody knows anymore. It's flows a lot. Yeah. I like that.
I feel like you need to adopt a European accent for it, though.
Oh, shit. Don't make me. I'll have to take some classes. I can't even. Nope, I'm not going to do it. We're not going to have that content on the internet. Me trying to do
a bad
accent.
Why not?
Oh, because it's too much. Oh, man.
I mean, I'm the one who's going to die in this, so you can at least fill a dying man's request.
When you die, you'll hear it, so it will be fulfilling your request.
Okay. Are we penciling this in? Is this something that is on the agenda?
Yeah, it's like a porn parody.
A snuff porn parody?
Well, I mean, the snuff doesn't have to happen.
I thought it did. I thought you wanted to murder me with your fluids.
Hypothetically murder you.
Yeah.
With my fluids.
I love that you're already building your defense. Your Honor, it was a parody.
Yeah.
This wasn't supposed to happen. It was an accident.
It wasn't serious at all. It was just like a riffing during a podcast in his own home. It was all. It's comedy.
I love that. My death is comedy to you.
Only if you die by fluids.
It's okay.
The other death is going to be sad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
At least I'll be memorable.
Yeah. You would get a lot of press.
Well, I meant just for you. I'm assuming if I died in between your legs, you'd remember me.
Oh, I would remember you. Yeah, that's true.
That's the only way you're going to remember me.
I think I would get bad press, though.
Maybe. That's all you're worried about? All you're worried about in this situation is like, I'll get bad press for murdering you.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not worried about you being dead. I'm not worried about having to move you off of me.
I'm worried about, work. I won't get any work. They'll be like, oh, she murders people.
You think in this industry that would actually stop you from getting work?
Yikes. I don't think we should go there.
I mean, it's just entertainment in general. Entertainment's like, you murdered someone? It's cool. I'm not just on our end of entertainment.
Yeah, right. It's a whole spectrum of entertainment where people may or may not have been murdered.
Well, there are definitely people that have done prison sentences that are working in mainstream.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they charged Snoop Dogg with murder in the 90s.
I'm like, you said it. I didn't say it.
I mean, I believe California said it.
I believe.
I believe they're the one who charged him. I did not charge Snoop Dogg with murder in the 90s.
He didn't do anything, man.
This is America. You're innocent until proven guilty. I'm just saying he was charged with it.
Mm-hmm.
I am not saying Snoop Dogg murdered anyone. I'm saying he was charged with it, and then he made a song called "Murder Is the Case That They Gave Me" about it.
It's pretty gangster though. So, and now he's all like fucking around.
Right, he's fucking around Martha Stewart. Right. Two. Actually, I think
criminals. One is convicted.
One alleged criminal. One alleged criminal and one actual criminal.
This baller.
Right.
I mean,
look at Martha Stewart. They're like, yeah, well, she did prison time. Right back on TV.
yeah.
So murdering me with your fluids might just give you street cred and help your career. I'm not suggesting you do this.
Okay. It's like in a it's a back pocket idea.
Okay. Great.
Do you think Martha Stewart did she really do those
Sports Illustrated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought it was an AI. Someone said it was AI.
Maybe. I mean, I can.
But then I'm like seeing more and more photos come out. I don't know.
No. Sports Illustrated says Martha Stewart featured as 2023 SI swimsuit cover model.
Sports Illustrated said it.
Yeah. Sports Illustrated said on their website that she was the cover model of their magazine. So I'm pretty sure it's real.
Yeah. It's gotta be.
It doesn't mean that it wasn't photoshopped to all fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, pre-Photoshop, Playboy used to airbrush people all the time.
Mm-hmm. Like on their bodies, right?
No, like on the page.
Oh, on the page.
Like, because back in the day, that's how you did photo retouching, is airbrushing and all that fun shit in the pre-digital era.
Interesting.
Yeah, smooth over skin, scars.
Yeah.
You know,
pretty zhuzh here.
A little zhuzh here. Like, get rid of those imperfections. Because you can't have the girl next door looking like she's a real person.
No, that would be, I mean, besides the point.
Right.
We're looking for a fantasy.
Yeah.
You didn't even welcome me back for my first time back since COVID. What the heck? You're just like, jump right in.
You're trying to murder. You're trying to murder me. Why should I welcome you?
Why should I welcome you?
You are literally trying to murder me with your fluids. Why should I welcome you? Like, I let you into my home. I gave you whiskey. I'm hydrating you so you have more fluids. I'm setting myself up for destruction here.
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess you have a point there.
Do you feel unwelcome?
No. I just like the, grand theater of it all.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't being dramatic enough when I'm like, I'm going to stimulate your genitals enough to produce enough fluid to drown. I thought that was fairly welcoming. That's not. I don't offer to do that to every guest. It's not like every guest.
Really?
There is tape to prove that I don't offer that to every guest.
It could be off camera, off the record.
Well, then it's not as funny.
Yeah. Okay. I'm being dramatic then.
Well, I'm not telling you how you should or should not feel. If you're feeling unwelcome, I'm sorry. I will do more to welcome you.
No, I feel welcome. I was just like, yeah, it's been so long. I mean, I just saw you last month, but it's been still so long since I saw you. Like, in the grand scheme of things, fucking COVID.
Right?
Oh, what were those years?
I
mean, it's gone now, so it's in the past, and we can all forget about it and go.
Right.
It never happened, right?
Yeah. COVID, AIDS, all these things don't exist anymore.
Under the rug.
That's right.
Yeah.
Spitting in people's mouths and unprotected sex for all.
It is pretty crazy how people just like went back at it so quickly. I was like, I can't even go to the grocery store yet.
I mean, even during the pandemic, like, I don't know how it was like in Oregon, but like here, people were just, for such a progressive state, people were just not giving a fuck.
Yeah. I think people were fairly aware in Oregon, but there were still the outliers who were like, I'm never wearing a mask and I don't care.
It's just like LA elitism. It's just like, oh no, everyone should wear a mask but me.
Yeah. I think it's just redneck mentality in Oregon. I don't need no mask. I ain't getting the COVID. See, I'll do a redneck impression, but not a European one. Not yet. We'll get a little bit more drinks in me and then
bottoms up.
Start making our parody porn.
Whoa.
You get to play James Bond.
I feel like a piece of meat all of a sudden. for someone who's not a boy-girl performer, like, I'm a weird choice for your first boy-girl scene. I mean, my first boy-girl scene, too, so.
Right? So it's like mutual,
Yeah. Weird choice, but.
Weird choice.
I'm sure you could do better.
Yeah, but I won't like them as much.
Aw.
I don't know any of the male performers, really.
Aw.
I mean, I know them, know of them, obviously. But
you're like, well, that one might be fun inside me.
Maybe. No, my body's not made for boy-girl porn. It's not that I don't have sex with men. It's just, yeah, I'm not.
She's just like, Matt, your average penis will do.
No,
Any bigger, no deal.
I just can't take it. My body's shuts down. It's very sad. And
have you tried to be with someone who's very well endowed, or is this?
Oh yeah, I mean, I like a good sized penis in regular life, but being on set with with porn and doing it all day, and then it's I can't handle that.
Well, don't flub your lines. It won't be all day.
Yeah. What if he can't get hard? And he's gonna
Well, then I don't think you have anything to worry about if you can't get hard.
No, then he should try to mash it into me.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about if it's just.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work.
For him.
For me too. It's exhausting.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either. I've never been there, but from what other people say, it sounds exhausting.
Once again, never been male talent.
Although I just did a scene for Girlfriends where Tiff Watson and I we're scissoring, and I was sore the next day because it's been a while since I've scissored anyone. I was like, geez, this is a workout. When you're doing it on camera and you have to make the little ponies clap. It's just, yeah. The things you forget, You
forgot about the horses?
I forgot about the ponies.
If I was a Tuesday morning show, I would just play a clip of Goodbye Horses right now. Goodbye Horses.
Okay. You're going to get, but you can't sing too much of it.
I can't sing well enough that it will ever trigger an algorithm.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. It's not a live person being oh, you're... Yeah, it's the computer being yeah, you're stealing copyrighted music. My voice will never trigger that.
So if you just sang it in a different tone. Oh. Learning new things every day.
Yeah, I mean, potentially someone who owns the music could hear it and then be oh, that's mine, copyright strike.
Who sings Goodbye Horses? Are they alive?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think it's not Rolling Stone.
No, not at all.
No.
They're a one-hit wonder. Q Lazarus.
Yeah, definitely one-hit wonder. I don't...
Oh, shit, Q Lazarus is dead. You killed Q Lazarus.
Oh, no, my fluids.
Q Lazarus died July 19th, 2022.
What? They just died recently, too. What?
A year ago.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, that's pretty recent. In
the grand scheme of things.
These times. Damn, see? I didn't kill him, though. That.
She.
Oh, she. Sorry. I didn't kill anyone. I have never killed anyone, okay? Jeez.
Her Wikipedia doesn't even say how she died.
That seems rude. Maybe it's still under investigation. Dun, dun, dun.
She was 61.
That's young. I mean, nowadays?
I guess, depending on your lifestyle.
You think she was just partying hard?
Maybe.
Still?
She's I got that Silence of the Lambs money.
I got that silence.
I mean, that would be pretty good by me, to have a song on an Oscar-winning film.
Oh, yeah.
That everyone remembers the scene from.
Yeah. It's very memorable. His name. Do you know Dan Soder?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know personally.
Right.
I know of Dan Soder.
Yeah, do you know of Dan Soder?
This is Hollywood. You have to specify these things.
Yes. I just love his voice because he definitely sounds like Buffalo Bill. And there was one clip of him where he's do you want to fuck me? He just sounded so good. And I was It's so creepy, but funny.
We're getting a little more insight into what turns Veronica on.
Oh, no.
Men with bassy voices saying, I'd fuck me. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Matt. Why do you bring this out of me?
Better this than the fluids.
You have a deep voice. Better this than the fluid.
If I survive this podcast,
Getting
folks,
called out over here. Like,
you've done this show before. You know what's up.
yeah, it's true.
I was mistaken.
Show.
I was mistaken. I thought Veronica's been on here multiple times. Apparently, this is her second in-studio appearance.
Allegedly. I can't find the other video that I was in.
I mean, there definitely isn't any other video because I didn't start doing video versions till episode 90. If you were on 97.
Yeah. There was video.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, there's still a couple of you talking about puppy pads on the intro to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah. The incontinence pad.
Yes.
You order them online as. Yeah.
Yes.
Throwback. Yes, they do work. Not the cutest. Although I saw a pink one recently. And I was like, where the heck did you get a pink one? And they're like, same, Amazon. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm just missing out on this. And then, so there's companies that are making different types of, squirt blankets.
They're making a hole on blankets now?
Yeah, my friend has this fuzzy one, which I don't know if I like that texture, like being squirted on, but like I like that texture laying on. So it's like, but once it gets squirted on, then it's a different texture. And it's a whole blanket that you have to wash now.
Or throw away.
Or throw away. It's expensive. Those things are expensive.
How expensive?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
Oh, but can't be that expensive.
Well, I don't know because I just found out about it and I didn't look it up because I don't need one. I have my little incontinence pad. Or not little. It's like, 30,
I'm just saying.
30 by 40.
It can't be that expensive if you're like, oh my God, you don't have sticker shock.
I don't know. I've never seen it. It might be. It's a big blanket and it's like Sherpa.
And I was right. You were on in 2018, audio only.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking time flies, man. What was 97? What year was that? 2019?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 30 episodes later.
30 episodes. What did we even talk about on the first one?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, God.
This is...
Go back and listen.
This is like episode 300 something. I have no fucking idea what I said last week.
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I know about the incontinence pads is because it's a clip when you log into my YouTube. Otherwise...
That's the grabber clip or whatever they call it.
It's a teaser.
Teaser. Yeah. Grabber.
I see where your mind is. I see where your mind is.
Just grab them and take them and make them watch this video. Okay, well, my bad. I have been on here 2 times. Not in video form. Only 1 time in video form.
That is correct.
3rd time's the charm. It's going to be the banger of all of them.
The end of my life.
The end of my life.
The podcast to end my life. Many have tried. Veronica's going to succeed.
No, I don't want to.
Well, then don't do it.
I won't. It's just a parody.
I believe you.
Thanks. Okay, well, what have you been doing besides the podcast? Did you do the podcast during the pandemic?
I did.
Ooh.
Good to know that you've been keeping up with what I've been publicly putting out on the internet.
Well, I didn't look at anything during the pandemic. I tried to steer away from the internet during the pandemic.
You're the only one in the whole fucking planet.
I know. Well, other than doing, House of Iridescence videos, I was like, no internet.
Why no internet?
Mental health.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm sad to think that my content hurts your mental health.
No, not just. It's just the act of like going on the internet and the pressure of like if I'm on the internet, then I should be posting, but I don't want to be posting because my mental health is not great. And then it loops back into like shame of being on the internet, and so I just avoid it altogether by not going on the internet.
Well, you were missed.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, people were still there when I got back, so.
Not all of us. A couple million of us didn't make it back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm saying us. Like, I made it.
You're like me. Oh, wait, I'm still here.
Quite still alive.
Quite still. Yeah, it just was, I don't know. It was a weird time. I mean, you're just like not able to do the things that you used to do and stuck at home and have to figure out like what am I doing from home to make life feasible. So,
What were you doing with yourself?
well, OnlyFans became front and center.
How'd you do OnlyFans without the internet? Did you carrier pigeon?
Oh, I did. I went on there and but posted. That's not really the internet. It's not social media.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is quite the internet.
I guess I mean, yes, it is the internet, but it's not like the social media aspect of the internet. I'll just go on there and like post photos and then leave.
No fan interaction whatsoever.
I mean, my fans don't really interact with me.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
You're lovely.
You're telling me.
I just did. I literally just did.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I think I don't know. Maybe they're scared and I'm supposed to initiate more talking to them. But I have a couple fans that are like, every once in a while, like, oh, you're doing so great. I love you so much. You're so hot. And I'm like, thank you so much. And I'll interact with them. But it's not like every fan is sending me messages. And I'm like, am I supposed to be sending you messages or am I doing my job wrong? I don't know. But also at the same time, I stay at the same level of fans no matter what I do. So maybe when I have more fans, then I'll be talking to them more. I don't know. If you want to talk to me, get on my OnlyFans. I'm a really good conversationalist, actually.
When she's not threatening to murder you, yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know them, so I can't threaten to murder them.
I mean, people do murder strangers.
No.
I mean,
Majority.
The majority is done by someone you know.
Yeah. So.
But it does happen.
It does. I'm not going to diminish the stranger deaths.
I'm pretty sure there are like some fairly famous serial killers from the Pacific Northwest that murdered strangers.
Yeah.
But that is off topic on you.
The serial killers is more, yeah, like they murdered people they didn't know. But regular people, everyday people like you and I are murdering each other that we know.
I have never murdered anybody.
I've never murdered anyone either. But it's more likely that you and I would murder each other than go out and murder someone on the street.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we just discussed you murdering me in great detail. Like less than 10 minutes ago.
Play back the footage. No.
Hold on, I have to pause the podcast to prove to Veronica what she just said less than like 10 minutes ago.
Gosh. No, I know.
But we got off topic.
Yeah.
What else were you doing with yourself?
I was
alcohol.
Yeah, I was drinking a lot. No, so my lifelong dream has always been to have my own clothing line. Like I've been sewing for years since I was a wee lass. And I put that on hold because, sewing and going to college is not very cost effective. So I went into modeling instead because it's still in the same realm of being creative, but you can make some money instead of spending all my money on supplies and stuff. And then it just kind of has taken over my life, started in 2010 and it's taken over my life until COVID happened where I got to stay at home all the time and just sew and sew and sew and sew. And so I started House of Iridescence, my clothing line / brand / business. And really got into TikTok super heavy, making silly TikTok videos for House of Iridescence. And, that was in the latter half of, I think that was 2022. No, wait. 2021. So it was after like the major depression of pandemic, the beginning of it, where I was like, oh, things are getting a little bit better. And so I had all this time and I was like, I'll make some silly videos and do house of iridescent stuff. And then the world opened back up. And I was like, oh, yay, I'm going to do pop-ups for House of Iridescence. And so spent 2022 doing pop-ups. And then I was like, I can't just do one thing with my life. So I was like, I got to get back into modeling and traveling and, got an agency again. Hey, ATMLA, what up? And so I realized I needed a balance to my life where I'm not just doing one thing because I'm too ADD for that. I need to have multiple eggs in multiple baskets. And so now I'm doing House of Iridescence and doing modeling and traveling again. And yeah, that was my life. And I planted stuff and I cooked a lot, of course. Like I didn't make any bread.
Why not?
I don't know. I was like, it's too trendy. No.
Like carbs. Fuck carbs.
Oh, yeah. Well, I chug beer all day. Fuck carbs.
There's carbs in beer?
Yeah, dude. I think.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I don't know either. I think because people are like, oh, it's empty carbs. It's empty carbs.
There's carbs in beer.
Oh.
There's definitely carbs in beer.
And this is why he's going to get murdered? No.
Might as well get my face ready.
No, I never make bread. I did a lot of different recipes, every day we try to do something different. I got really good at roasting chicken. Nice and juicy, flavorful.
Did you raise these chickens or did you go buy them?
No, I bought them. I don't have any land to raise chickens.
I don't know where you live.
Oh,
it's Oregon. It's Oregon. It's like I just assume there's land everywhere.
Chickens. No.
I mean, there's plenty of people that have chickens in LA.
Yikes. Like out, not here though, right?
Oh, you go around the right neighborhoods, you will hear roosters fucking crowing.
Oh boy. Okay. No, I didn't have chickens. I just planted a lot of stuff. Painted all the furniture in my room because I was like, no more wood. And I just painted everything pastel. I built a table.
Look at you being all handy and shit.
Yeah, right. I just was like, what else can I do? Besides sew my life away. I'm my own little sweat factory. Except I get paid probably less.
You're not even getting a bowl of rice a day?
No. Just beer.
I mean, I feel like that eventually will start hurting productivity.
You'd be surprised.
Like, I make one, I drink one. I make one, I drink one. I drink one. I drink one.
What happened here? I made one.
Yeah. I make one, I drink a 6-pack. Like,
yeah. It was hard times, man. And my friend was no help that I, live with. Because they're just like, what? Yeah, just drink. Who cares? We're in pandemic. I'm like, okay. That's fine.
Look at you just falling to peer pressure.
Yeah, it's so hard to get me to do stuff.
I'm aware.
Right, you should do it. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Why am I even denying myself these things? It is the pandemic. Everybody's doing it. That was me in a nutshell during the pandemic.
Funsies.
Yeah. It was a lot. There were fun moments, of course. Yeah. As bad and weird times as it was really nice to finally start making things and now have the brand of House of Iridescence because it is what I had always wanted to do. So it was productive for me, which is weird to say and kind of have that survivor's guilt of oh, well, I did okay during the pandemic, and I have to thank my fans because they did really come through and I got a lot of support on OnlyFans during that time, which helped a lot. Because, it was hard for me to do things in most days, and you didn't get a lot of content or art or whatever you wanted, but you still stayed with me, and I appreciate that.
It's awesome. See, I'm right there with you. Like, it was a weird time because, yeah, there was a little bit of the guilt, but it's like, there was no other point in my adult life where it's just like, oh, I can just sit and be creative and I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress as much about, like, oh, hey, is like, I have to keep fucking hammering down gigs and be distracted by the mundane bullshit.
Yeah.
I could just sit around and be a creative. It kind of felt like being a rich kid. Kind of. Kind of.
Kind of.
I had to, certify for unemployment, but
Yeah. Yeah, it did really feel good to just be able to not focus on, like, yeah, where's my next gig coming from? Where am I traveling to next? Like, how long am I going to be gone? And, oh, I have to pack this suitcase. And I could just be like, oh, you know where I'm going to be? Right here at my sewing machine all day long. And probably should step away. But sewing was very cathartic. I also did, like, miniature stuff, made little, like, those kits, but I had my dollhouse too, so I was working on my dollhouse, like, finished it up during the pandemic.
So you're putting like 40K soldiers inside a fucking dollhouse? The god emperor of all mankind is just chilling in your dollhouse?
No. So before COVID happened, I had started renovating my childhood dollhouse because randomly I've just, like, kept it for the years and years I've been alive. And then during COVID, I finished it. And then I also, like, when, like, one of my fans sent me a little miniature kit that had, it's like very tiny scale, but it had, like, a cat bed in it and stuff. And, like, you just, like, glue it all together and you spend hours and you, like, glue your fingers together and everything.
I'm glad to see you got them undone.
Yes. But yeah, just, like, making tiny things was fun. What?
I'm just getting visions of your house. It's just like fabric and tiny things everywhere.
Pretty much. And a cat who lives in the fabric.
As cats are prone to do.
Yeah.
Like, cats go from two modes. They're either comfort or murdering.
Yes.
That's kind of their thing.
Yeah, she usually chooses comfort. Not a lot of time chooses murder. But
if she was only bigger, she would definitely choose.
I know, she is a little baby.
All cats are little murder machines. All they want.
I mean, like, size-wise, she is smaller than most cats. So if she was a bigger cat, she'd be like, "What up? I'm gonna murder you."
I mean, that's cat's deal. They're just like, we're here to murder.
Yeah.
They got domesticated because they put parasites in your brain. They do.
I wish I had the cat disease. I think I would take a lot more risks in life.
How do you know you don't have it?
Because I have, like, the fear of doing things. So
maybe you would be more afraid of doing things if you didn't have the cat disease.
I don't know. I went bungee jumping last summer.
How was that?
The worst.
Really?
Yes. I hated it so much. Oh my gosh. I did it for my friend's birthday because he was like, "We're going to go bungee jumping and I want you to go." And I'm like, "I hate you." Fine. Because, like, I want to be that person that's like, "Yeah, awesome. Let's fucking bungee jump. Let's do these crazy things." But I don't have the cat disease. So, yeah, but I still did it. No, yeah, I didn't like it at all. It's very scary. I barely, you, like, watch the video and, you're supposed to jump off the platform a little bit. And, oh my God, I'm, like, just kind of, like, crumpled over. And then as I'm going down, you can hear me, "No, no, 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 no." And then, because when you fall, it bounces you back up, right? And so then you have to fall all over again. I'm like, this is the worst. I was like, "Why'd you make me do this?" I'm yelling it into the fucking canyon. But now I can be like, "Yeah, I bungee jump. What?" And nobody needs to know. Well, now you'll know, but
yeah, I hate to bring it. This is going on the internet.
Whoever watches this will be like, "Veronica is a little puss. She hated bungee jumping. She's not cool at all." I'll be like, "Yeah, well, I'm cool for other stuff, like ground activities.
That involves the ground.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, eventually.
No. You bungee jump, and it like you're
Yeah, you're going rapidly towards the ground.
towards the ground, but you're not on the ground, so it's not
I mean,
involving it.
Technically, it's an elevated part of the ground.
We're gonna get into technicalities.
We are. We are indeed. You've never gone skydiving, then I take it.
See, I think skydiving would be better because somebody like jumps you out of there, and then you only fall one time. You're not like going.
Yeah, you do float under canopy for a couple minutes, though.
I don't know. You have someone there with you.
Yeah,
like a safety blanket.
Or they die with you.
Well, then who cares? I'm not gonna care if I die. It's over.
Assuming you die quickly.
Yeah. Jeez, so morbid.
People survive falling out of planes.
This one's going dark, you guys.
You started it off with threatening to murder me.
That was a fun murder.
I mean, yes. I'm assuming skydiving would be a fun death, too.
I don't know. What am I falling on? How am I dying? I mean, it's not by fluids. Like during a very pleasurable moment.
It might be fluids by the time you hit. I don't know how you're going to how it's going to come out in the air. And there may be lots of fluids that come out of you during free fall. I don't know.
I don't want to find out. I'm not going to skydive anytime soon.
Why not?
I don't know. Money, mostly.
I'm sure a fan would buy a skydiving trip for you.
Could you buy something else for me, please?
Maybe they want to see you skydive.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, fine. You can do that. If somebody buys it for me, yeah, I'll do it. Whenever you want. Let's go.
You buy your skydiving trip, you get whatever you want. That's a good deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever you want.
I heard what?
Play back the footage.
By the time it comes out in post, it'll be whatever you want. A little tweak here, a little.
Yeah, I mean, no, not whatever you want. That's too grand of a scheme.
Too open-ended.
Yeah, it gives too much leeway for weird stuff.
But I thought you were into weird stuff.
Only certain weird stuff.
Weird stuff within this frame.
Yeah, like balloons, that's fine. And feet, that's fine too.
Whose feet?
My feet. Like somebody else wants my feet.
Oh. I didn't know if you were into feet.
No, not really. I mean, I appreciate a nice foot, but I'm not like, I love you foot.
Why not? I mean, that's what you get around on.
I do love my feet for doing, getting me places. And they look cute.
I don't think I've seen them recently, so I'll take your word for it.
You haven't been on Wiki Feet or whatever?
No.
I'm on there.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah. Big time.
It's crazy.
Celebrity.
They are actually promoting on some podcasts as advertisers.
Nice.
I want that WikiFeet sponsor money. What the fuck?
Hey.
I will have my guests pose.
Take some photos from this show. Yeah. Hey, WikiFeet, we'll supply you with content if you sponsor us.
Right? Or maybe I'll just start getting guests to put their feet up, as part of the promo pictures, and then I'll just sell them in.
Nice.
It'll be a very dishonest content trade all of a sudden,
Dishonest? Isn't it dishonest for them to just steal photos of feet?
Do they steal photos of feet?
I mean, they take they find them on the internet and from anywhere and bring.
Once again, I'm not a foot fetishist. I don't go to WikiFeet.
I only went to see if I was on there.
Who took your feet pictures and put them on there?
I don't know who, but
it wasn't you?
No. Can I put my own foot photos on there?
Maybe.
I don't know. All of them are the fucking.
Oh, it's not WikiFeet that's sponsoring podcasts. It's Feet Finder.
Oh, Feet Finder. That's different.
I got my foot fetishes confused.
Yeah. I am trying to get on Feet Finder, though. I mean, not trying. I need to submit paperwork and stuff, but I will try and go on there. And then, yes, I will have my own feet photos on there.
What's stopping you? You had years at home, probably barefoot.
I know. I was bad at interneting.
I know. You weren't watching my show.
I just told you I was bad at interneting. I was barely on there. It was so much anxiety. I hated it. I mean, I still hate it. I feel like it's just so much expectations, and then really it's just my own expectations.
Yeah, like what expectations do you think there are?
I don't know. Like, you want more followers? Well, you know what you need to do? You need to be posting every day, and it's got to be good content.
I love the eye roll with good content.
Yeah, like, I hate. First of all, I hate the word content. I'm like, it never used. This word never used to exist in the realm of like creating things. I feel like until recently.
Well, yeah, because it became a job. Content creator became a job.
Yeah, but I hate it. I'm like, I'm not creating content. I'm not a machine. I am a person that is trying to make like beautiful things, like art and photos and videos, and I don't think of it as content. I'm not content with the word content.
Well, I think it's because more people in the tech sphere got involved because tech became the way to make money, commoditize. Yes, alcohol.
Commoditize?
Yes,
Is that right?
I think so.
Fact check. You need a Jamie.
I'm my own Jamie. Oh, you got time for Rogan, but you ain't got time for me. I see how it is.
Oh no, I just know from the before times. The only things that I listen to, really, like, I see, I watch bits of your videos, obviously.
You were about to say content? You were about to say content.
No, I was going to say clips. I was going to say bits of your clips.
I believe you.
I really try hard not to say content, but if somebody else is saying content, then I have to say it. I'm like, I hate this. But
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call this art.
But I don't think of it as content either. I think of it as just videos. I don't know. But I guess in the grand scheme of things, it is content for your show. But I just hate, I don't know, I get triggered by the word content. Why? My plight. But no, all I listen to, because I'm working and I don't have the brain that can like listen and retain information while I'm working. So all I listen to is like 90 Day Fiancé and weird dating shows while I'm sewing or like doing chores. Like, you ever heard of Second Date Update?
No.
It's a Seattle-based it's a radio show based in Seattle, and they do like different segments, and one of them is Second Date Update, where if you had a first date with someone and you thought it went really well, but they're not calling you back, then you can call the radio and have them call the person you had a date with and see what went wrong, but you're listening in on the other line, and then you can jump in at any time.
Why would anyone agree to this?
Well, the person that the radio's calling doesn't know that the other person's on the other line listening.
Then they're not doing a good job of marketing their show. If when they call, like, so why'd you ghost this person? Oh, is this Second Date Update? Like, how would you not know?
No, a lot of people don't know about the show because a lot of people don't listen to radio, like in their cars. Like, it's on early in the morning too.
Terrestrial radio? That's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
foreign.
As a podcaster, that's my mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping with the enemy, Veronica?
Well, I don't know, because I'm evil.
Yeah.
Obviously, we talk about murder and like hating stuff. I'm evil.
This is why I like you.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Betraying me to fucking terrestrial radio.
It's because I want to listen to your shows and like actually retain them, but I can't because I'm doing work all the time. I'm overworking myself.
I promise you, as the person who edits this, there's not a lot to retain.
There is. It's funny.
Aw.
Yeah, there's funny stuff, and you have a lot of people that I like on this show, like a lot of friends and people that I want to be my friends, and
people that you would like to have sexual, relations with.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like sometimes the show is a dating pool, people I want to work with pool for the industry. It's like, because there are times where I have performers that are not as famous as other performers, and like I definitely get people hitting me up, be like, "Oh, was she cool?"
Yeah, I think it is a good like in to know what someone's like, because you're not like scripting your podcast or anything. It's just free flow.
You missed your mark there.
Oh, sorry. Can we?
Yeah,
cut that.
Cut that one. Take it from one.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's just two dudes shitting around, two gals, or two. No, you're not a gal. A dude and a gal shitting around, or
the pandemic was weird, but it was
shitting around.
It was not so weird that I decided to change how I identify myself.
You never know.
Oh, I mean, it definitely happens for people later in life. I'm pretty happy being a dude.
Yeah, I wish I was a dude sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. Penis to play with.
I'm sure you can have other penises to play with if you really want to.
But it's not mine.
Well,
like it's not attached to me. I don't know what it's feeling like. You know.
Use your imagination. I'm pretty sure if it is erect and throbbing, you know what it's thinking. You know.
Yeah, but I want to be like.
I have never done that with my penis in my life.
What? You're missing out.
I've never gone whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Why?
I don't know. It's never tickled.
What about like
helicoptered it?
No, just like swing it back and forth. I feel like I would have a lot of fun if one was attached to me. I guess I could do a strap on, but
you definitely could.
It's not the same.
It doesn't have nerve endings. I get it.
But I like being who I am too.
I can guarantee your feet pictures will sell a lot better than mine.
Some men have nice feet.
I'm not one of them. Oh. I definitely am not one of them. While I was out having the cigar, I looked at my feet. I'm like, ooh, that's just not good looking.
Oh, no.
I literally had my feet up. I'm like, oh, that is some just dead skin hanging off my pinky toe.
Oh, God. In high school, I had a boyfriend that he just was like, would never take his socks off. Because he was just so upset at his feet. I never saw his feet for like the whole year that we were dating.
Was he afraid you'd leave him over it?
I don't think he cared about that. I think he just was so self-conscious about the feet.
Did you see him naked otherwise?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That feels like it starts falling into mental illness territory.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I mean, he's doing great now. I actually know him still.
Have you seen his feet yet?
No. And I wonder if his wife has ever seen his feet.
You should ask her.
Yeah, I should. We're all friends on Facebook, so. I stayed at their house one time early on in my modeling days when it was like they hosted me when I was in San Jose. I was like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you, new lady." But that's emotional, intelligence right there.
To not mention her husband had previously been inside you.
Yeah, or to be able to be around an ex and let them stay in your house. It's pretty.
I mean, it depends on it's very situational.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be inside of him or him inside of me anymore. So yeah, I was like, I'm just trying to sleep on your couch and then leave.
But some people's new partners can't get over that shit. They're like.
That's what I'm saying. So it's emotionally intelligent to be able to have an ex be in your home and sleeping on your couch when you know that they had a relationship before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe I'm using the wrong word. Emotional intelligence.
I mean, it's mature.
Yeah, it's emotional maturity. Yeah, you're not like, get out of my house, bitch. Don't ever come over here, and you should never talk to her again.
Or she could just be like, who'd want him now?
Have you seen his feet?
Obviously not. Maybe that's why he never showed you his feet. He's like, if she sees my feet, she'll love me forever, and I'll never be rid of her.
Oh, God.
That's how he sealed the deal. He got down on one knee, he took a sock off, and then put a ring on it.
Oh boy!
Oh, the angels sang as he took his socks off. His feet were too beautiful for you to see them.
It was like a blinding light. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, it's not my ring, it's your foot.
It's one of those things. He's just
saving it for the right gal.
Right?
Yeah, that was not the right gal.
Otherwise, he just knows.
I was just some high school fling.
Yep.
I have to pee.
Okay.
Not drown you.
I appreciate that.
I just slip these off.
You do. They will not make it to the bathroom.
No. I don't want to take them in there anyway.
We will be back in a moment. Veronica is going to go pee.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Okay. Oh, it's so heavy. It's a big bottle. Wait. No labels.
Whatever.
Whatever.
If
They're coming after you.
If Four Roses sends me a cease and desist for drinking their brand on air, I will call that a fucking win. That means someone at Four Roses fucking noticed, that we're drinking.
Somebody noticed me.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, I'm famous enough for them to send a cease and desist. Cool.
Like, how often is Four Roses online, like, looking for
people drinking their product? And
yeah.
It's not like I'm saying anything disparaging about it. I've been drinking Four Roses for multiple episodes as of late, hence why the handle is still on the table.
Love it. I'm not. It's not being used in some weird way.
Right, it's being used in its intended fashion.
Yeah.
To be fluids that eventually murder me. It has to go through the factory first.
It's gonna go through the factory.
It has to be processed and distilled and
repurposed.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, what were we talking about before I left?
Were you talking before you left?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, I assume we were talking because we're on the podcast.
That's a big assumption.
Yeah.
That's a big assumption.
Just sit and stare at each other.
Yes, for the next hour. We're gonna just sit and be like,
we're just gonna shit around and stare at each other.
Just direct eye contact for the next hour. No. You won that staring contest. I blinked.
Oh, really?
Not really, but...
Oh. You're lying to me now?
No. Making a funny.
It's comedy.
Comedy. For somebody.
For somebody.
I mean, we were talking about, like, foot fetishes and shit like
yeah.
that. I mean, we kind of were dancing around that shit, but...
Yeah. Just bullshitting.
Oh my god. People just bullshitting on this show? Never. Never fucking happens.
No,
We are always...
I love about this show.
Always serious and on topic.
Yeah. Very precise. We have an outline of what we're talking about. There's little dots and there's sub dots.
Did you not read the questions I sent ahead of time?
Oh shit! Did you get my email address right? Did you put the two R's in it?
I put 3.
No, it's only got 2. Because I'm extra.
I know. That's why there's 3.
How fucked up would that be if I had 3 R's? People would be like, nope, we're not hiring her.
2 R's is the limit?
Yeah, well, barely. You should see some of the freaking aliases that I have. Aliases that are on, like, because, like, IAFD, the Internet Adult Movie Database.
Yeah.
But it's like, Verronica Kirei. It's like with a K in there and only 1 R, and then, like, oh, just like... And I messaged them. I'm like, hey, it's not actually my name. They're like, it's not our fault. It's the company's fault that...
Who can't read your 2257 paperwork, apparently.
Who can't read... Yeah, who never even bothered to read it, apparently.
Because you have to put your stage name on there.
You have to put it multiple times. Literally, there's like 7 pages where I put, either my name or an initial or something. So
there is a field that specifically says what your stage name is.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm like, do I be that person that tries to email the companies of like, hi, it's Verronica Kirei. I just want to like try to get my videos updated so that they can all fall into line with like my fan base instead of being some alias I never adopted.
Oh, we're going to just come up with a new alias. Ronnie K.
Okay. No, I thought it was Flo.
Flo Salat.
Flo Salat. Yeah. Just completely change it up because obviously this one's not working.
Yeah.
It's too special.
No, I mean, because I would make it special too. Ronnie K would start with 2 R's.
Nice. In with an IE. And then K would be KAI. Yeah, that sounds good.
But people would be calling you Ronnie Kai at that point.
Ronnie Kai!
Well, if that was some appropriation.
No, it was like weird hands, not karate hands.
I feel like there was a.
No, it was like this. It wasn't like.
I just because your stance is for shit.
I have no form.
Never gonna get your blue belt that way.
Damn it! I was in Taekwondo as a child.
Were you?
Yeah.
You ever head kick anyone?
No, I was too little.
I mean, I'm assuming you were head kicking other children.
Oh my god! What? You think I was? No.
I mean, you were in Taekwondo. I'm assuming there were other children in your class that you were fighting.
I don't think they did a lot of high or head kicking though. I think it was mostly like
isn't Taekwondo all about head kicking?
Discipline. I don't remember. I was a child.
Well, obviously you didn't learn your lessons very well.
Obviously, I think I was only in it for like a year.
I hate to break it to you. You learned how to speak as a child. You're still doing that.
Barely.
Well, maybe you barely learned how to head kick as a child.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember much. I remember wearing like a gi and like other kids were around me, but it was probably like second grade or something. I also did soccer in second grade. I remember
more kicking. So much kicking.
More kicking. I just loved kick. I can kick to like head level. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had some time. So, well, no. I
kicked in the head?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there's a karate dojo on the west side in like Santa Monica. There's a big neon sign that says karate above it.
Oh, nice.
And I really wanted to get a picture of like a cute girl like throwing a high kick under that sign at night.
Oh, man, that sounds really cool.
No, I don't want you to kick me in the head. I only want you to murder me with your fluids, not get kicked in the head.
First things first. Murdering with fluids.
Well, I can't take the picture if you murdered me with your fluids.
Right.
So you'll have to postpone that till after the photo's taken.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's just a karate dojo. It's like
nice.
Big neon sign that says karate. And,
that's cool.
And like, I had a vision of just like cute girl, like maybe 80s-ish outfit, throwing a high kick under it.
Yeah.
At night.
Do some like what's that? Nagal, that 80s artist. Nagel? Yeah. Jamie. Look it up. My mom has a bunch of their artwork, but it's just like super shoulder padded ladies with black hair and
Patrick Nagal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the pastels and
but it's got like that, that 80s look, and then you put it in front of the karate sign. I don't think he did any blondes though.
No, these are all look like drawings, not actual pictures.
Or yeah, drawings. That's what I meant. But the style, but in a picture form.
I was just thinking like a street shot, like
yeah,
blood.
Yeah, I get it. But I was like their style.
Yeah,
put it on a person and then take an actual photo. 80s,
maybe
80s.
Well, just because karate was such a rage in like the 80s.
Yeah, Karate Kid.
Well, and there was a lot of McDojos that popped up in the 80s.
Yeah. And then, oh my gosh. What's the guy's name? Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah. He was all about, was it karate or was it more just like kicking butt? And then what's the other guy's name? Redhead.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
How can you forget Chuck Norris's name?
Because
he's the king of so many memes.
Because I'm bad at stuff and I don't internet well. I don't know what's a meme. No.
I know you're just lying now. Like that's just lies. That's just lies.
There's things that you can make your own memes now. You should make your memes out of your show.
Maybe.
Maybe when I have time.
But real quick.
Oh.
Look over.
Oh God. Oh, cool. Voice.
Right? Wouldn't that be dope at night?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Sorry. One day I'll have a budget to have a monitor on screen so I can just put things on the big screen. One day.
Like that. Can't you just get like a cheap TV and like hook it up to your monitor? HDMI?
I could.
Okay. So yeah, one day their budget will be there.
One day when I get motivated.
Yeah.
To mount a TV somewhere in here.
Yeah, I mean, like right there, just get like a little mini TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could
And
do
a
that.
long HDMI cord.
I'm sure I could figure out how to do it.
Real long.
Not approved for Veronica on film long. But tell me, like, that neon sign wouldn't be dope to have someone under that, like, throwing a high kick?
It would be the dopest of dope.
I feel like you're mocking me now.
No, I'm not.
You're mocking my artistic vision.
No, I'm not. Why would I ever mock art?
Because it's funny?
Oh, well. Speaking of art, I went to the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum in Santa Fe.
Ooh la la!
Oh, and the one painting that it's not a painting because it's done with pastels. So the one piece of art that I was like, damn, that is fucking beautiful and just so good, and just wanted to stare at it for hours because the pastels are just like the way that she did it. It's just, it looks like velvet, and they're like, no photo.
Should have just done it anyways. What are they going to do?
No.
What are they going to do?
It was right in the front room where everyone's watching.
Right.
They're going to be like,
just look like you're texting. Just look like you're fucking texting.
I'm not a bad girl. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I don't have the cat disease. I can't just be like buck wild taking photos of art. I'm not supposed to be.
Literally. All you have to do is pull out your phone, look like you're texting, snap a photo.
Well, where were you to peer pressure me?
Probably here.
Probably.
Where was my invite to the museum?
It was with family, so.
You're embarrassed to introduce me to your family now?
Do you want to know my family?
You answered my question with another question. You didn't answer it.
Yes, I'm embarrassed for anyone to meet my family.
Why are you embarrassed to introduce me to your family?
Not just you. You're not special.
Oh, wow.
Not in that.
Now I understand why I'm not being introduced to your family.
Not in that sense.
I see how it is.
No,
I'm not special, so I don't get to get introduced. I would introduce you to my mother.
Is she alive?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know.
That would be weird. Like, hi, let's fly to Illinois and go to her gravesite.
One of the second date updates. Some guy did that to the lady.
Like,
and he was wondering why she didn't call him back. And she was like, well, because we were having our date at his dad's grave. So.
Did they at least bang on it?
No. No.
But like, why would you take
romance? Yeah.
I mean, that's not romance. That's just, pure adulterated, lust.
Well,
and, trying to get, the afterlife thumbs up from dad. Like, look what I'm banging, dad.
I mean, I'm sure he would probably want that, but she didn't want anything to do with being at the gravesite, so.
Yeah, it's a weird move.
He probably would have banged on his dad's grave, though.
Wouldn't you?
Because he said in the date, he was like, look, this is the one, to his dad on their first date. So, yeah, he was like ready to bang her on his dad's gravesite.
Or marry her there. Like,
how do you marry somebody without banging them first?
People do it all the time.
No, but I don't understand it.
I don't either. I
can barely bang people without marrying them. I'm like, ugh, you're the worst. Get out of here.
I'm at home. I'm not leaving.
No, not you. I'm saying it in general, like meeting people and like looking to bang. I'm like, actually, I'm going to go home.
Maybe we should get you that cat disease.
Right? That's what I'm saying. How do I get the cat disease?
Eat your cat's poop.
Ew.
I mean, that's what it's transmitted through is the cat poop.
I know it. I know, but it's like usually they have it in their claws. So my cat's claws are just like super clean.
Well,
or all the cats I've ever been around's claws are just super clean.
Just go roll around in the litter box a little bit.
If I was going to eat anyone's poop, it would be my cat's because it's just like this perfect little nugget every time.
And you've thought about this, huh?
No, I haven't thought about eating it. I'm just like, I don't think about it. I have thought about. Oh boy, just cut this. Just cut all of this.
Please don't make me cut all this. This is great.
No, when you like scoop your cat's poop and
Yeah, I've just thought I want to get rid of it. Not, oh, this might be delicious.
No, I haven't.
I mean, what kind of condiments do you put with it?
No, I'm not saying that I've thought about
Do
eating
you put
it.
in like little toothpicks, like a cocktail weenie?
Cocktail weenie, obviously. No, I haven't thought about eating it. I'm just like, wow, these are just like the perfectly shaped poops when I scoop it. I'm like, because other cats I've known or other people's cats, it's just like sometimes it's just everywhere, but my cat's poops are healthy, so it's just like little nuggets, and I'm like, yeah, and you made me think about eating it. Just
Oh, I did that.
Yes.
I did that.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Because you said that's how I need to get the cat disease.
Well, yeah.
Eat it. And so I was like, well,
I mean,
it would be easy because it's just like, pop.
Either that or boof it.
Ew, like stick a turd up.
Yeah, suppository.
I mean, they are perfectly formed. So.
Just going back to its home.
Oh, God. This is bad. What?
It's only bad if you do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it, obviously.
I mean, it's not obvious. You've thought about eating cat poop.
No, I haven't. Well, I just did. But it's not a haven't. It's not like a past tense haven't.
Oh, is this a new thought now? I just did an inception on you.
Yes, I just thought about it. Why would I ever think about eating a cat's poop?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Why would you think of that?
No, I haven't.
Why would you think it's a perfectly sized nugget for consumption?
No, yes, you said that's how I need to get the cat disease is eat the poop, and I was like, well, it is perfectly sized, like for easy consumption, but it's also just perfectly sized for easily scooping and get rid of, and doesn't like really bad stink like other cats that I've known. Oh God, this is not how I wanted this podcast to go.
What, eating cat poop is not how the podcast... Like, it's not what I pictured having you back on either.
No.
This is your third time on the show. Eating cat poop has never been a topic of conversation before now.
No, I just wanted to come on and talk about House of Iridescence and be cute, okay? God, no.
And don't worry. Someone's into you eating cat poop. Someone is definitely into it. That is an untapped market, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know for certain, but I'm fairly sure it's a fairly untapped market.
I want to eat it. Can I just sell you my cat's poop? And then you can have my cat's poop because it is cute poop.
That might be a crime.
Is it? It is.
I don't know. Is it?
It is. You can't sell your. You can't ship your panties either.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
I know, but it is illegal. There's weird legal laws in a lot of different states. Like there's some state where you can't mow your lawn naked.
So according to this website that I just randomly Googled,
jeez,
poop and urine aren't illegal substances, but they are biohazardous materials that have strict shipping requirements. So you might commit a crime if your method of shipping doesn't comply with those requirements. So you can definitely ship your poop.
Okay.
You just have to do it the right way.
What's the right way?
Well, now you're going to get me to Google more.
I'm not making you do anything.
You're implying I should Google more.
No. I mean, maybe your fan base needs to know how to ship their poop.
Or how to request you to ship your poop.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently there's a lot of services because I Googled how do I ship poop to someone. And apparently there are multiple sites that offer this service.
Oh, okay.
Including prankbro.com and shitexpress.com.
I feel like this is just free advertising for them.
Poop senders.
They're going to get a Google alert when you post this that you mentioned their name.
Apparently Vice did an article on poop senders.
Oh. Did you hear Vice? I heard Vice is going bankrupt.
They are.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I liked a lot of things they covered.
Yeah. But going bankrupt doesn't mean you're done.
Yeah, but it means that unless they're doing a chapter, whatever the restructuring is.
Well, Trump went bankrupt a bunch.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, see, Vice could still be here.
Yeah, but they might be under different ownership.
I love Vice. I mean, have you seen that one where the guy he goes to the worst reviewed things?
I have not.
Oh my God! What? Well, now you have a wormhole to go down. He's like this. He's probably he is like this skinny guy, curly black hair, a little maybe on the spectrum, but just like totally awkward guy, and they have him go, and he went to like worst reviewed massage parlor, worst reviewed like Italian restaurant, or just the worst reviewed.
I would rather go to the worst reviewed massage parlor than the worst reviewed Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst reviewed massage parlor might still be okay, and it's just because they're not giving handies.
Yeah, right. It's like,
oh, there was no happy ending, 1 star. There was no happy ending. Like, the worst reviewed Italian restaurant, that's going to be bad. Because it's Italian is one of those things where, like, it's either really good or really fucking bad. And it's amazing how bad people can fuck up carbs and sauce.
yeah. There's one, he does other segments too. There's one where he goes to like a mistress and like be a sub for a day, and he's just funny and awkward. It's really good. I can't remember his name, but
He obviously made an impression.
yeah. Well, I'm bad at names, so
I'm Matt.
thanks.
You're welcome.
I've known you forever. I'm not bad with your name.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's just like so I went to fair yesterday, and it's an event run by Casey
Warner.
Well, I only remembered their name because I already have a friend named Casey, but it's spelled differently. But then everyone else that I met at that event, I'm just like, well, I got your Twitter, so I can go on the Twitter and see your name, but I don't remember it right now. But that happens all the time. I'm like, hi, yes, so nice to meet you. They say their name, and then I'm like, something happens where it's like, I'm like, oh shit, what did you just say? Fuck. And some people get really upset about it, but a lot of people are adults and are like, no worries.
Well, it's an ego thing. Like, how dare you not remember me?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like,
motherfucker,
sorry.
I meet hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Be more memorable.
Yeah. You heard it here. Be more memorable.
And there's people I've been inside of that I can't remember.
Oh, 100%. I'm like going through Tinder, but I'm back on Tinder and back in LA, and I'm just like, because I have been on Tinder in the years before COVID and had, one night stands or whatever, and I'm going through and trying. I'm hoping
I'm literally right here. Why are you on Tinder? I'm literally right here. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
I'm hoping that I don't match with somebody that I matched with in the past and then can't remember that we had fucked. Because, like, they all look the same at some point, like, oh, brown hair, tall, maybe has a beard. I'm just like, yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. It hasn't happened so far.
Knock on wood for you.
Thanks. And I'm going to need that if I keep coming to LA and looking through Tinder.
There's only so many.
Yeah. Well, even in Portland, I'm like, I hope I don't match with somebody that I had a one night stand with and then never talk to again. Thanks for the fish.
It happens. Like, and if they get upset about it, it just is a good reminder why it was a one night stand.
And then it's like, unmatch.
Right.
Yeah. I keep having to remind myself, like, if I'm not having a nice time, unmatch, and it's not hurting anyone.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But I think I'm like, oh, I can't unmatch with them. Like, that would be really mean. No, it's not.
It's self-care to unmatch with people you don't want to.
It is. I'm all about self-care.
You should be.
I've recently, this year, like, have been trying to work out every day because, like, that's 30 minutes out of my day to just do some self-care. And then you shower.
I mean, I do that with alcohol.
Yeah. Not anymore. Okay. That was COVID times for me. But
sure, have another whiskey.
But, and I'm doing okay. I mean, obviously traveling like makes it harder to keep on schedule, but I just had to get in the mentality of what you can't take 30 plus minutes out of your day just to do something for yourself, just to like, because after you work out, after I work out, I take a shower, and then I like try to moisturize my whole body and like give myself like a little mini massage. And I'm like, come on, how hard was that? Like,
But that's 30 minutes I could be asleep.
or it's 30 minutes I could be making something. Like I would during COVID, I would just sew and sew and sew until I had to go to sleep. So, but
No, you're doing it right. Honestly, I need to get back on that track, and I just have not been able to do it.
yeah.
And I told myself after Japan, like, I needed to, because since you haven't been listening to the podcast, and for the problem with Japan this time around was I blew out my legs in the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, I was in discomfort for most of the trip because I walked like 11 miles in the first 2 days.
Yeah.
And the first day of it was with a 55-pound roller bag and all my camera gear in a backpack, like trains and all that.
Yeah, you're like, what? It's like COVID never happened.
Yeah, my body's like, bro, you have not walked this much in the last 3 years in total. What are you doing?
Where's my comfy chair?
Right? What are you doing? What are you doing? And like, yeah, I was just in discomfort for most of the trip. And I'm like, I need to start working out again. Like, because when I was there in 2016, regularly walked 10, 12 miles in a day over the course of a day. My knees were bothering me a little bit by the end of the day, but it wasn't like this. This was like my legs were just like on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's at the same time, it is hard to like, you have to find that thing where you're like, I really want this though. Like, I really want my legs to not hurt at the end of the day when I go traveling. And it was, for me, it's like, I really want to, be able to fit in some of the clothes that I used to wear, or like have more of a toned stomach. And the only way to do that is to work out and to like stop drinking so much beer and get back on a schedule of, just getting up and moving your body. And plus, like, getting older, like, if I don't start now, or if you don't start now, like, it's just going to keep getting harder and harder to do it.
It's okay. I'll be dead in a couple hours, so whatever.
This podcast is in memory of Matt Slayer. I don't know when you were born.
Oh, that's ouch.
What, like 1988, like me? No.
I wish I was that young. Shit.
That young.
Yeah, I wish I was that young. I was born on the other end of that decade.
1977?
No. Gee, I'm not that old. Fuck.
Okay.
81.
81. So close. 1981 to 2023. Matt Slayer.
Yep. He was survived by his alcohol collection and movie collections.
I know. Who's going to inherit all this?
There's people.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a life insurance policy specifically set for an open bar.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah,
How do you get that set up?
I took out a life insurance policy and told the beneficiary, that they have to use it for an open bar.
That's what's up.
So, give your life.
I get to go to your funeral.
Wow. After murdering me, I don't think you'll be welcome.
I mean, they won't know that I did it.
What have we been talking about for hours now?
Oh, shit. I will delete these tapes.
Wow, you're not going to even let my last podcast air?
After I get to your funeral, and then I'll air them.
Air it at the funeral, obviously.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Cheers to Matt.
He wanted us all to be here, including me. And then, like, play. Then walk out and, like, start a fire.
And start a fire? You're going to murder my friends and family? Wow.
No, they can get out.
You
What,
hope?
are they incapable of leaving the
Some
building?
Some of them. I mean,
Start a fire, like, away.
a $50,000 open bar. Some of them are not going to be able to move afterwards.
There's too many variables. Ugh.
Yeah, don't start the fire.
God, I hate murder.
Do you? I don't feel like you hate murder. I really don't feel like you hate murder.
I mean, I do, because there's too many variables.
You're like, I hate getting caught for murder.
Yeah,
There's a big difference there. There's a big difference between I hate murder and I hate being caught for murder. I hate being tried in a court of law for murder.
yeah, it's just too hard to do murder nowadays.
right? People in the 70s had it so easy.
Yeah.
Like, camera footage, if it existed, was grainy and in black and white.
Right.
Like,
the police departments don't talk to each other. Like, and then
there was no cell phone metadata to track you by.
cell phones, no DNA. That's a big one.
But then again, on the DNA front, wouldn't that just be a motherfucker like, oh, I got away with it, I'm scot-free for 20 fucking years, and then they get you on the DNA like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like half of them.
the California one recently. The guy that did a bunch of
The original Night Stalker?
Is it the Night Stalker?
What was the original Night Stalker? Because Richard Ramirez was the Night Stalker, but
Yeah.
he was like the Golden State
Killer. Yeah.
But yeah, aka the original Night Stalker.
Yeah. And then he's all old and he's like, I thought I got away with it.
If it wasn't for you meddling kids
Yeah.
and your DNA.
And what's his name? The comedian / actor Patton Oswalt, his wife, who was like dedicating her life to that book that she was writing, and then R.I.P. ended up dying from the pills that she was taking, but ended up uncovering everything to catch him. So it's just like,
I will never be that dedicated to anything in my life.
So crazy though, right? Yeah, that's like another level.
Like, oh, I'm gonna take pills to keep sleep.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta get my beauty rest, baby.
Right? The deadline can wait.
Yeah, I'll get back to it. Yeah, I would. That's why I'm not a writer for anything, though.
Aw.
I don't have deadlines.
But you do.
Do I?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I guess it's like orders.
I hope if you're making clothing and people are buying it.
Like a large deadline for myself because I'm like, okay, I could get it done in that time, but I'm not trying to take pills to stay up to do it.
Okay. You're like, you may get it this year.
Oh, you'll get it in like 3 weeks.
Oh, well, see, that's...
Or less.
Or less.
Depending on my schedule.
Depending on how motivated I feel.
Yeah.
After my workout and my shower and moisturizing. See how I'm feeling.
Whole body. Yeah.
We'll see how...
I'll sew it the next day, though, honestly. Because I'm like, I'm here. And I can. I'm pretty good at it.
I hope so.
Yeah. Pretty good at sewing. Not to like toot my own horn.
Toot toot.
I want you to add a sound bite.
That's not happening. That is definitely the most
jump cut. Heavy breathing into the microphone.
Ooh. Ooh. You said the magic word. Ooh.
No jump cuts here, baby.
There might be, but we'll see in post.
Oh. No sound effects for the jump cuts.
There are definitely no sound effects for the jump cuts.
It just happens.
They just happen. I try to, if I have to do a jump cut, I try to make them as, just inconspicuous as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want this? Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
I want the 4 roses, please, sir. Oh.
See, that's a clip I should send to 4 Roses and be like, sponsor me.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was much cuter when you're like, I want the 4 roses, please.
I want the 4 roses, please. Por favor.
Please.
¿Dónde está 4 roses?
No, in Spain you still say 4 roses.
Oh. Really?
Uh-huh.
That's not fun.
I know, because I tried to order 4 roses and they looked at me funny. When I was in Madrid. Because the only 2 American whiskeys you can get in Madrid regularly is 4 Roses or Jack Daniels.
Oh.
4 roses, por favor. And it's like 4 roses. So they're like, oh, see.
I think they just probably are like...
Well, because it's the brand name.
Obviously, you're American.
Oh, no one else... They didn't speak fucking English. Like, the Spanish don't fucking speak English.
Oh, no. They speak like a... Well, if you're in... It depends on where you are in Spain.
Oh, in Madrid, no one fucking spoke English. One of my rings I bought in Spain. Like walked into like it's crazy. At least in 2015 when I was there, like motorcycle and biker culture is very big in Madrid.
Ooh,
So there was like a bunch of like biker-esque shops and like places that sold big silver rings, which is my jam.
nice.
I bought the ring in a place called Angry Souls Madrid,
Angry Souls.
and like place called Angry Souls. Like the name's in English.
Yeah.
No one who worked there spoke. Oh fuck it. I'm like, because I don't speak Spanish. Like I know a couple phrases.
Yeah.
It's like, poquito español, habla inglés, and no habla inglés, and like, or poquito. And it's just like, we'll try to work this out. Especially because like in 2015, you didn't really have data in fucking Spain.
Oh,
So
yeah. That was the Wild West.
it's just, hey, I got it done. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of ordering, just pointing at shit on menus. Like, see,
Yeah.
I want to go back to Spain really badly.
I want to go to Spain for the first time really badly.
So, are we going to Spain together?
I mean, yeah, we could meet there.
All right.
I want to go not just to Madrid though, like
Oh, I want to go to Barcelona this time too.
it's Barcelona. No.
Yeah, I will never pronounce it like that. I'll be an ignorant American like that till I die.
I'm just kidding. It's just fun to say Barcelona. Yeah, like I can't remember any of the names of the places, but I just want to go. I also want to go to Mexico really bad. Like those are my people. Quarter Hispanic. What? Even though it doesn't really count, right? I can't be a BIPOC.
I don't know.
'Cause I'm white.
I mean, Marilyn Monroe was Hispanic too.
Yeah. I don't think she was saying that though.
But then they got Ana de Armas to play her in the fucking biopic. So, and Ana de Armas, quite Hispanic.
White. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Oh my God, is that woman beautiful?
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to be to play Marilyn.
I mean, whatever she wants to play,
Whatever she wants to play, she'll have many roles.
yeah.
But she's pretty.
She's she's a talented actress too, but she's stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, Cuban women just are stunning in a lot of cases.
Yeah. I just want to go to like a Latin or Spanish culture because I feel like they're very inviting and like, oh, come on in and like let's share a meal and have food together. And there's a lot of European countries that I've been to that are just like, fuck you, American, like get out of here. And not everyone, I'd say most of them are inviting, but I want to experience like the Latin or Spanish side of inviting because it's different,
I always recommend going to Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba's rad.
Yeah.
I was honestly shocked at how much I enjoyed Cuba.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I want to go everywhere.
Well,
honestly.
Cuba, I don't think I've talked about Cuba much on here, but Cuba is unique because it's in a weird time capsule because of the American embargo.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it, you get to disconnect. You can't really get on the internet there.
Nice.
So you have to kick it old school. You have to like really figure out the money. You have to negotiate with people. You have to like, there's no checking a maps app. There's no like calling people like, hey, we're going to meet here. It's, oh, this is where we're meeting up. This is where we're meeting up.
Yeah.
It was 10 days just off the fucking grid, fucking paradise. And the dollar goes so fucking far there.
Yeah. There's something so freeing about not having your phone. When I went to Europe, like traveled around Europe in 2016, I lost my phone in Paris because I was twerking and it fell out.
As one does.
Yeah, and I was a little drunk.
Just
A little bit.
a little.
Twerking drunk,
That is quite impressive because I've been drunk in many places. I have never lost a phone anywhere.
Yeah, tiny pockets though. Girls have tiny pockets on all their pants.
How do you know what size my pockets are?
Because men in general have bigger pockets. It's just like a fashion thing.
Okay. You are the expert in such things.
No. So yeah, I lost my phone early on in my trip and had to buy like one of their phones over there, but it's shit. It's It's not doing anything. I didn't. So I had to just like figure shit out. And there was moments where I'm just sitting in the rain crying because I can't. Nobody has Wi-Fi. There wasn't like accessible Wi-Fi in every place. So, and I'm just trying to find like the host that I'm trying to stay with that night. And I'm backpacking, so I have 2 giant backpacks on me, and I'm just like, why is this happening to me? Why was I a drunk twerker?
Because it was fun in the moment, I'm assuming.
Of course, yes, it was so much fun. And honestly, I'm so thankful that I did lose my phone because I got to be more in the moment and experience more of that trip and like learn how to, or like pay attention enough to like learn how to navigate on my own, like look at a map and then go to a place rather than like, oh, where am I? Oh, I know exactly where I am. And like maybe but I got like, maybe I got a little lost and I found, you know, found some fun along the way. So there's something to just not having your phone accessible at all.
I agree.
Yeah.
So where all did you go in Europe?
So I started in Paris and it was my first time being abroad. So like, I didn't really like Paris, honestly.
Why?
I had this big like imagination about it that it was going to be like this fashion capital of the world because I love fashion, like coming from high school and like wanting my own fashion label. I was like, "Oh god, Paris is like the fashion capital of the world or one of them." And I was just like, it's going to be just so beautiful and lovely, and you get there and it is beautiful and lovely, obviously, but it's also just like dirty and trash, and there's poop on the streets in Paris. Like it's no different. And I was like, "Ooh, I took like high school French and then also university French. I'll like be able to like at least converse a little bit." And they're like, "What are you saying? Like, I don't. Can you just speak English?" And like, "Oh, I just want a baguette. I just want a croissant." And so yeah, and then but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful city. But then I went to Amsterdam, and I was like, "Wow, this is the jam." Like riding bikes along the canals, and just like I got the host that I stayed with there was a friend of a friend, and like super cute, like super friendly, and like we just went out and did all the fun things, and it was just a better experience overall. And like I had some bearings, so I wasn't like fresh off the boat. And then I went to Berlin, and that was crazy. I went to Qatar, which is one of those clubs you can stay at all weekend long. And so I like met with my host. We had dinner, and I was like, okay, bye. I'm gonna like go try to get into the clubs because it was the weekend, and I tried to get into Berghain, but it's very exclusive. And if you are wearing anything other than black, or like if you're a single person, they are like, no, because it's
You're a cute blonde girl.
yeah. But I had a white shirt on underneath all my black, and I was alone, and so
Oh my god, the attractive blonde girls alone. Oh, that is
know.
ever. Where has that ever been a recipe for not entry?
But it's known for like being really hardcore, like gay sex happening on the dance floor, and like they just don't want anyone to like make a ruckus, and so it has to be like super curated. But it's fine because I ended up getting back on the metro and meeting this guy and his friends, and they were like, "We're going to this club," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll come with you." And we go to this club, and it's got this cool, rad, like outdoor area and like really smoky indoor area because everyone smokes in Europe, and I was this close to smoking for the first time in my life in Europe because I just wanted to like connect with someone. And luckily I had done it, and I'm like, okay, hold strong. And then the second place we went to was Qatar, which is on the river, and it's got like this huge like almost hammock like area where you're like sitting above the river, but you're on hammocks. And then like, you know, there's an indoor like dance floor and a dance floor over here and a dance floor over there. And yeah, everybody's staying all weekend long. They take your phone at the entrance. And so I stayed there pretty much all weekend and was just partying and eating there and doing debaucherous things and
what sort of debaucherous things?
not too debaucherous. The guy that I had met, he like wanted to do it, and so we went into the bathroom. But then
do it,
yeah. And I was like
have sexual intercourse,
yeah. And so we went into the bathroom, and I was like, okay, well, here's the condom, and he was like, eh. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not into it, so bye. And then we split up at that time. So, and then I just like went around and met people and did.
Which one of you will use this? Which one of you?
No takers, but it just like I think I smoked a joint like randomly that had like because they do spliffs all over there. Sorry, just like spit on your mic. They do spliffs.
It wouldn't be the first piece of fluid that gets on that mic.
COVID, no. They do spliffs all the time over there, and somebody was like, "Oh, you want to smoke weed?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I'm like, "No, this has tobacco in it." And then I bike back to my host's house, and I'm like, "Okay, I gotta pack up and go." And he's like, "I barely even saw you." I'm like, "It's Berlin, sorry." And then the next place was Prague. I really loved Prague. I love Alphonse Mucha, which is the artist that does like all those beautiful women and like flowers. It's like art nouveau. And then there's also Salvador Dali exhibit there, and it's just an artist town in general. And I stayed at a hostel there, and the hostel had like outings for everyone. And I remember going on the outing, and like we went to like an underground bar because a lot of the Prague is underground. Yeah, because of
bombings.
No, there's something. I think it was the water level. I can't remember exactly, but I remember.
I'm on it.
Yeah, Jamie. But at the end of one of the night, one of the guys was like trying to get me so badly to go back and like to his room, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm over it, and like left. And then after Prague was Munich, and that's where I chilled out for a while because Munich's a very sleepy town.
Munich's fun.
It is fun.
I've only been there for Oktoberfest, so
yeah, so. It's different when it's not Oktoberfest. But
I'm assuming. Well, I mean, hell, even getting away from like the Oktoberfest grounds for a day, it was pretty chill.
Oh yeah, it's super sleepy, kind of, but very chill, very beautiful. I stayed with people that were also like friends of friends, and they showed me a bunch of cool music that I loved, and yeah, just kind of like hung out. I think we had like paella one night that they made, and it was just fun. Just like I went to a bathhouse there because they're pretty big over in Europe. And I remember I went out of like one of the main rooms, and I had a towel on, and the guy was it's all supposed to be nude. Like even you can't wear like a towel in between rooms. And so he was like, blah, 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 blah. And I can't understand anything he's saying, but I think he's saying like, oh, you have to like not be wearing anything. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I just remember sitting in one of the steam rooms, and it's this beautiful eucalyptus smell, and just like sitting next to this old guy, and we're just like chilling. And then afterwards I was like, oh, I want a pizza so bad, but I was trying to wait until, because I was going to Italy.
I mean, you don't want to get pizza in Munich.
I know, and it was a bad idea, but I just was so hungry, and it was right next to the bathhouse.
I will tell you, though, I had really good Italian in Munich.
Yeah.
It was wild, because the first time we got in town, we were staying out by the airport, and the only thing that was fucking open by the time we made it in town was like this Italian restaurant that was like a 2-mile walk.
Yeah.
From the airport fucking hotel. And it was like Italian. And I was just like, holy fuck, the access is still throwing down.
Yeah.
And then someone pointed out to me that like Munich's just north of Italy, so that makes sense why it would be good.
Yeah, I mean, Italy was my next stop, so I was like, I'll try it out because it was right across from the bathhouse, and I was just so hungry after I got out of the bathhouse, and I was like, fine. But yeah, it was bad, and so once I got to Milan, though, and I checked into my hostel, and then I went out and I like ordered this pizza, and they had salad, and if you've traveled a lot, you know a lot of places don't have like salads. And so I was like, yeah, let's get a salad too. And they bring it out and the salad is as big as the pizza. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking plow through this. And I ate all the pizza, ate all the salad, drank a glass of wine, and I was like, you know what? I want some dessert. And I'm just sitting there by myself and I see the look on these Italian people's faces.
Fucking fat Americano. Fat Americano.
Like, where is she putting it? I was just like, whatever, man. I don't care. But I was walking all over, I was.
Well, and the food's so much fucking cleaner.
Oh, yeah. It was so good. Oh, God.
Yeah, I haven't been to
food.
I haven't been to Europe. What was the last time I was in? Yeah, it's been like 7-8 years since the last time I was in Europe.
Yeah. And then after Milan, I went to Lyon, and my host was off a couch surfer, but she was literally the most amazing host. She's from France, but she moved to Lyon because she actually loved Lyon, and she would take me out and teach me things about Lyon, and then took me back and was like, here, eat all these foods from Lyon. And then, also, like, we love to eat cheese after our meals, so can you handle it? And I was like, yeah, just keep feeding me, please. I'm just like eating all these foods, and I was like, what? More. But she's a funny lady. I still am friends with her on Facebook. But Lyon was beautiful too. I like southern France more than I liked northern France, for sure. And that was the end of my European trip. I was there for like a month or so ish.
Jealous.
Yeah. It was I did the typical after graduation go to Europe thing. So very cliche, but
whatever. Like, more Americans need to do that shit.
Oh, 100%. I think a lot of people should travel on their own too, to foreign countries, and learn their bearings and learn about themselves, and like it puts you through things. I am such a better person for going by myself to all these countries and being able to like handle things, and especially without a phone. Like,
100%. I often say one of the biggest problems with America is not enough Americans leave America.
Yeah, I know. They're afraid.
And the problem is, even a bunch of Americans that do leave America go to fucking resorts and cruises and shit like that. They don't actually go out and meet people. They don't experience culture. Unless I'm being paid to be there or it's something absolutely crazy, you will never catch me on a cruise. I will never go to an all-inclusive resort. Never. And the crazy part is, in my 20s, a bunch of my friends were like, dude, you got to do the all-inclusive resort. You don't have to think about shit. You just go down there and you get fucked up. And it,
is that what traveling is about? Getting fucked up?
I mean, yes. I've been drunk on 6 continents, thank you.
Well, I mean, I think it's more. I think there's more to traveling than getting fucked up. Sure, you're getting fucked up and having fun, but
I'm doing it in the wild.
Yeah, in the wild, exactly. You're not on a cruise with people that you just met and
like floating Vegas. Why would I want to spend a lot of money to be surrounded by other Americans in floating Vegas?
And not even like the primo Americans either. It's like cruise people.
Right. Right.
Not to say anything bad about
I will. I will.
Okay. Well, there are some people that take cruises and they're like regular people, but
they don't know any better.
Yeah, they don't know any better. Then the next trip they take, it's like a not cruise trip.
Well, it's one of those things where like
experience.
I started off like just the first place I ever went was Japan. And it was just like, oh, this is rad. And then everywhere I went, it's just like, no, I want to get a hotel room or an Airbnb in some fucking neighborhood. I want to pop into local bars and be like, what should I see in your city?
Yeah.
And the only place that has ever fucking failed was Amsterdam.
What? It failed?
Well, I think it's because my buddy who I was there with asked some girl that we met. We were in an awesome divey metal bar called The Dungeon.
Nice.
And he decides to talk up some girl and he's like, what should we see in your city? And she sent us to like a super tourist fucking bar.
Oh.
Like, go to the ice bar.
I went to an ice bar in Scandinavia though. It was pretty great.
This bar had a video about like Dutch like Arctic adventures, and then the ice bar was in a freezer.
Yeah. And like in an actual freezer?
Like a walk-in freezer, yeah.
Like over at Davy whatever.
Davy Wayne's is not in a freezer. You just
open up a refrigerator.
Yeah, that's just a fucking motif. Not this was legitimately in a freezer.
Yeah, but that's what an ice bar is you are in.
But if you have to play a catchy video about fucking Arctic adventures of Dutch explorers to set up this bar, and I have limited time in the bar and 2 tokens to spend for drinks, this is a tourist trap.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was I mean, not to say there aren't some ridiculous photos of me in the ice bar.
Is she working with the ice bar?
No, I think she was just annoyed by my friend hitting on her and was like, oh, you're American tourists.
Oh, yeah, Americans that go to the fucking ice bar.
Yeah. Everywhere else, it's been rad. Everywhere else, like, no, you should check this out. Like, and that's one of those things, like, I try to play it forward whenever I meet people that are into LA from other countries, other places. I'm like, yo, you need to check this out. Like, I try to steer people away from Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
And like, no, you got to check out these restaurants. Like, because that's really what it's about.
Yeah. You know, like, those touristy places are not the heart of LA and don't make up, like, the culture of LA.
Honestly, I say this all the time. I feel LA is a horrible town for tourism. It's a horrible town for tourism.
Because it has so much, or?
No, okay, so it's a couple things. One, because of how spread out and like lack of public transit there is.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to hit a bunch of shit. Plus, the things that make LA fucking magical aren't things you can plan a trip around. Like, oh, hey, Dave Chappelle's going to randomly pop into the Comedy Store tonight and do 3 hours.
I love the Comedy Store.
But you can't plan a trip around that because it's a random occurrence.
Yeah.
Or this band is about to go on tour. They're going to do a warm-up show at the Whiskey A Go-Go.
Yeah.
You can't plan shit around that. Or I meet this random person and it turns into a gig and an adventure and all that. These are all things that you can't plan a vacation around.
But you can be in the right spots. And if you go to the Comedy Store, you're still going to see a bunch of amazing people.
For sure.
But a lot of people, yeah, they're coming here for Disneyland. They're coming here to go walk on the Star Hall of Fame. They're coming here to go to Six Flags or...
God, I hope no one's coming all the way here for Six Flags.
Well, I mean, on the West Coast, that's all we have.
Is Magic Mountain the only Six Flags on the West Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I think they're all like mid-America or East Coast.
Or Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. As much as I went to Great America.
This guy talking big shit.
I used to go to like Six Flags Great America in Illinois all the time.
Yeah.
I've lived here over a decade. I have never been to Magic Mountain. Not once.
Really? I've been there once.
I should fix that. I really enjoy Six Flags Parks.
Yeah. I love roller coasters.
Me too.
Yeah.
So why don't we do that?
You want to go do that?
Yeah.
You want to go to Six Flags this week?
Maybe. Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I'm down.
I mean, I have like free time.
All right, I'm down.
Okay. I haven't been to Six Flags in forever.
All right, I guess we're doing that.
It's sick.
Apparently you can't murder me tonight then.
No. Have to save it. It's funny.
Yeah, no, I have not been. Yeah, I literally have not been since I moved to the West Coast. I'm
sure it's like the same though, right?
I mean, some variation of the rides, but I'm sure it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
I still love that shit. I love roller coasters.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like Disney.
No, it's kiddie shit.
It's kiddie shit. And like last time I was there was like $200 for the fucking day, and it was a fucking 3-hour ride for the line for the Matterhorn, and then it broke down before we even got on it.
Last time I went there, it was because my friend worked at Disney before COVID, and it was it was cool because the Star Wars was open and like you could ride the new exhibit. And but really, like, I'm not a Disney person, and I every time somebody is like, I love Disney, I love it so much, and I'm like, okay, bye, I'm gonna leave now. I don't. I mean, to each their own, but like, I Disney is not the place for me.
Now put me on fucking roller coasters.
Yeah, I want real thrill. I want to pee my pants metaphorically. I want
Note
to
to self:
puke inside.
I'm not gonna sit next to you on rides. Apparently,
No, it's metaphorically. I don't pee myself literally.
well, now I'm just turned off.
Dang it. I know. I think about because I think peeing yourself is a big fetish. Like I see it a lot on the twits,
On the twats.
on the twats, the twatter, and I'm like, I could do that. That seems easy. Just let it go, right? But I'm bad at filming stuff. I'm like, ugh.
Hire someone.
I don't have any money.
Well, get more of that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hey,
Go rob a bank.
I've got some more gigs this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get more
Hell yeah.
because you want me on your set. Hey, I'm great at scripts. I'm great at ad-libbing. I'm always freshly tested.
Okay at scissoring.
Always. Oh, hey, not okay.
Formerly great at scissoring, but now okay at it.
No, I'm great at scissoring. Okay, everyone loved that scene. God, it's trying to neg me right now.
I'm not trying to. What do I have to gain by saying you're okay at scissoring? You can't, Matt, I'm going to prove you wrong and scissor you. That does not work like that. I don't have the right parts for it.
Yeah, but the thing about scissoring is like, it's very specific to body parts.
I know. I'm very aware. That's why I don't have the right parts for it.
Not just like vaginas, but like vagina on vagina. I'm sorry to break it to you, but not all scissoring is actually like doing anything. There is a very small percentage of times where like scissoring is like actually doing something.
Actually, like stimulating your clitoris?
Yeah, and it's because bodies are not shaped the same to like be in scissors position. I mean, my fingers are great for scissoring each other, but sometimes somebody's body is like a little bit smaller and it just doesn't create that contact point. And I'm sorry, I know everyone loves scissoring so much.
I can take it or leave it.
I mean, yeah, but you're not like a connoisseur of lesbian porn.
Nah, it really does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, watching two pretty girls make out, like, that's cool.
It's like what I see every Saturday, right?
I'm not saying I'm jaded to it. It's just like, well, I can't like mentally interject myself into that situation. So
you're not
the demo.
Well, no, I'm saying a lot of people are thinking the same as you. Like they have to be able to see a dick in there to be able to like get off. And I get it. Like imagination is hard and stimulation is hard and not everyone has such a vivid imagination and they need to be able to like have it right in front of them. I know. I feel like everyone's gonna like unfriend me or
wow, Veronica's just like, you got no imagination, Matt. You can't imagine yourself in the middle of two scissoring ladies. No, you're right. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a bad thing for you.
I'm enjoying it. Like I enjoy what I masturbate to. So
it's good. I hope everyone enjoys what they masturbate to,
unless it's their kink to not.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so guilty. Ah!
Right? There's so many levels to like pleasure where there's like people that enjoy it and then there's people that want to like not enjoy it, but then they enjoy like the not enjoying it, and it's just like
We are such stupid animals.
there's just like a spectrum for everything, right? There's a spectrum for mental, there's a spectrum for sexuality. It's just all it's so like blurry and muddled that
Do you think dolphins have it this hard?
oh, I don't think so. I think dolphins
I mean, they're just as intelligent as we are, if not more so.
yeah, I don't think that they think about it as much because
I mean, they're the only other species that have sex for pleasure.
right. But there's that woman that spent a lot of time with a dolphin and she like got it in her brain that if she just jerked him off that he could continue on with like the experiments. And I don't think he was like, "Oh, I need to be jerked off to like continue on the experiments." I think she put that in her own head cuz he was being
Well, yeah, I mean that was the extent of like a dog and peanut butter to the dolphin. He's like, "Why is this dog touching my genitals? Stop it, dog! I wish I had hands. Stop it, dog."
well, she's gonna keep doing it, so I'm gonna keep like asking for it. Yeah, it's like it's the basic thought.
So you were saying the dolphin was treating her like a human fleshlight?
Yeah, I think so because she did it one time. So he's like, "Oh, well, she's gonna do it again if I do this, this, this."
I've had some relationships like that.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
ugh.
Not healthy. Not healthy.
Hey, that's the past,
That is the past.
and
They won't speak to me now.
well, I think we know why.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Duh. Oh God.
They stopped feeding me fish.
Oh man. Yeah, humans and animals, they're not that.
I mean, we are animals.
Yeah, we're all similar.
No, I mean, we like as much as humans like to deny that shit. We are animals. Like,
Animals, yes, 100%.
we have a biological need to like for companionship, procreation, even if like we're not actually procreating.
Right.
But like the biological need to like, oh, I need to spread my seed, even though I'm putting a condom on and I'm not spreading my seed.
Yeah.
Just a little trick to my lizard brain, like, look, propagating.
Yeah. I mean, hormones are hormones. Testosterone, estrogen. It's all the same. I think animals have. Do they have
Yes.
hormones?
You want me to edit that out, right?
Yeah.
Yes, animals definitely have hormones.
Dang it. See, I'm getting drunk. I don't know anything. I've lost all ability to think. No. And now we drink.
And now we drink. But yes, animals definitely have hormones. Like, as much as we like to think we're so fucking evolved, we're not. At times.
No. We're such a young species too. Like how long have we even been around? Not that long.
Couple 100,000 years.
Enough.
And some people predict we only got about 8,000 years left.
Oh, thank God. No.
I mean, you and I ain't gonna see that, so.
Bye. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the apocalypse because they keep teasing us. They're like,
they're edging us with the apocalypse.
Yeah, they're like, it's coming.
It's coming. The apocalypse is coming. The apocalypse is coming. Oh. The apocalypse is coming. Just never gonna give me that apocalypse nut.
Right. And I'm like, God, just let it happen already. Like, fuck.
Well, I kept saying
they love edging though, right? Like that's kind of the only thing. You made a good point. I didn't ever think of it as edging, but yeah, it's just like the religious version of edging is like, oh, we're waiting for the apocalypse to happen. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Well, I kept saying during the fucking pandemic, it was like, man, I really thought the decline of Western civilization was going to come a lot faster than this. This is taking so slow.
Yeah, right? Seriously, that's what I'm saying too. I'm like, you guys are just, but I, on the other end, like if I was a religious person, And I was like, damn, I thought it was going to come. And it still hasn't come. And like, how do you feel as a religious person? Like, if you're a religious person, please comment.
Well, obviously, God works in mysterious ways.
Oh, right. It's all part of his plan.
Right.
Yeah, to keep us, like, waiting for his coming.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah. It just feels really shitty. Like, just being prepared to die at any moment.
You probably should be, because statistically, it could happen at any moment.
Yeah, you could murder me. Statistically.
Statistically, I'm going to die in between your thighs pretty soon now. So.
Damn it. I feel like that's a really good name for a song. I'm going to die between your thighs.
Someone else has to write it. I got no musical talent.
Me neither. I mean, I played the flute in high school, but that was it.
You're a flautist?
I was. And no, I didn't put it in my vagina because I was a flautist during the time of American Pie, and everyone asked me that question.
Then why didn't you?
I was just very a good girl and didn't.
What, girls can't have orgasms?
Yeah, I didn't put anything in there.
Have you since?
Yes, many, many times. Yeah. I was like a good girl up until my mom divorced my stepdad, and then I got to be a bad girl because I was like free for all.
Fuck it. So did you fuck your stepdad?
No. Ugh, gross. No, he beat me too much. Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, I was just about to make an inappropriate joke about that, so we're going to walk away.
Not a good beating.
We're going to walk right the fuck away from that.
Good job, Matt. No.
Yeah, just let's break out some childhood trauma. Woo! This week on And Now We Drink, Verronica Kirei's childhood trauma. Woo! God.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I mean, it's like the same as everybody's childhood trauma, right?
I mean, your stepdad never beat me.
I hope not. How would you know him?
I wouldn't, but you were just saying, everyone's childhood trauma is the same, so.
Oh, but I mean, like, everybody got beat, right?
Maybe.
It was a pretty, like, popular thing back in the day.
I'm pretty sure it's still popular.
Yeah. On the down low.
Yeah, probably still popular.
Oh, jeez.
Beating children, just popular.
Just popular. Shit.
I mean, they don't know when to shut the fuck up.
You know, this is why I don't want to have kids, because maybe I would beat them because I was, like, it's like
generational trauma.
Cycle.
Yeah. Well, that's why I took myself out of that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, legitimately, I can't have children, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But a hysterectomy is like a big surgery.
Just bang people that have vasectomies.
Well, hey, dudes, everybody get vasectomies.
That'd
be really cool.
I'm a proponent of it.
Yeah, I think it's.
I was in and out in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's so much easier than anything a woman has to go through to stop having children, like getting tubes tied or getting a hysterectomy. It's fucking just a little like. Zzz on your
watch it on YouTube. You can watch me get a vasectomy on YouTube. I filmed it. I really did.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
Right?
Yeah.
I did.
And what the recovery period? Like 2 weeks?
2 weeks of it being uncomfortable. Like not.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. But guys are like, oh, I can't put a condom on because it's uncomfortable. So yeah, of course they're going to be like, oh my.
I can't put a condom on because of my hand-eye coordination.
Stop it. That's why you have the lady put it on.
I can't trust her to do that.
I can't trust you. You're trying to get me pregnant? No.
I mean, obviously not. I got a vasectomy.
Now you're safe. But yeah, I think guys are afraid. I know a lot of guys that have been like, oh, well, can you still come?
Very much so.
Yeah, of course. It doesn't affect cum. It affects like what's coming out of the cum. Yeah. But people are misinformed. People aren't getting the right information because we don't have sexual health education.
I've had people comment on the YouTube channel like, "Oh, if you get a vasectomy, it's essentially like gender reaffirmment surgery." I'm like, "Are you stupid?" Like,
yeah, you are stupid.
Yeah, like
yeah, or oh, my dick's not gonna work anymore.
Oh,
are
definitely
you stupid. Yeah,
no, it definitely still works.
Yeah, exactly. Because
definitely still works.
Unless you had problems before with your dick, then yeah, you're still gonna have problems. It's not gonna immediately fix like your erectile dysfunction,
right?
But it's not gonna. If you have a healthy penis and you go and get a vasectomy, it's gonna be a healthy penis. So you're gonna come the same. It's gonna feel the same. You're gonna shoot loads the same. It's just not gonna get someone pregnant, and you don't have to worry about having illegitimate children.
You don't have to pull out anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to pull out. I mean, you still have to worry about STIs. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I mean, industry-wise, like everyone's being careful and
right. And at the end of the day, it's like pregnancy is the worst STI, as I've said multiple.
That's a forever STI.
Well, or a trip to a clinic STI.
Yeah,
it's still.
It depends on your values. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always a flight of stairs nearby.
You're gonna staircase someone?
No, gravity is.
Gravity. No, an owl. It was an owl. In the staircase case, they thought it was an owl. Did you not see that one?
I did not.
Oh. They said it was an owl that like
is it the like
swooped down.
Is it the Tootsie Pop owl? They're like, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of the Tootsie Pop?
How many pecks does it take to kill a woman?
Just the baby. I don't want to kill her. I definitely want to.
How many pecks does it take to kill a baby?
1, 2, 3. 3.
Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah, vasectomies. Get vasectomies.
And don't have owls commit your abortions for you.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm on birth control. I've been on birth control since I was, like 15. But now I'm seeing all this stuff come out about like how birth control like fucks up your ability to actually like know what you're attracted to or just like a bunch of weird body stuff. And I'm like, but I've been on it for so long. Like if I get off of it, like what if it changes what I like and what I don't like and like all these weird things. And so I'm just going to stay on birth control my whole life, I guess, even though it's really bad for you. Apparently.
Not a doctor. Though I will say historically, like I've definitely had more women that were attracted to me that were not on birth control. So, And also I'm an idiot. I probably should have gotten a fertility test before I got the vasectomy because I've never had a pregnancy scare.
Oh, well, so I asked my doctor too, like, hey, I've never like had a pregnancy scare. Do you think I'm fertile? And she's like, yeah, you're probably fine. Even though she like, it's just, I don't know. It's like weird body stuff. It just takes.
I don't know. I've come in some people and I've never even had a scare. So
I've had a ton of come in me and never had a scare. But yeah, I don't know. And there's people that I know that are on birth control and have had cum in them and they've gotten pregnant.
Oh, it happens on occasion.
And so that's why I asked her, I was like, well, do you think like I just am infertile then? She's like, no, I don't think so.
No, the pills you're taking are actually doing their job.
Yeah, but why aren't other people's pills doing their job?
Well, it's anecdotal. They may have forgotten to fucking take a dose. They may have.
I forget sometimes.
Yeah, but are you like, oh, I forgot my pill today. Come in me.
No. And I keep taking it all the time.
Right.
So yeah, they just forget to take a pill and then they're like, come, and then never take.
I mean, it happens.
I understand.
It happens.
Just, like, so confused by how people get pregnant on birth control. If you keep taking birth control, it should just like kill everything.
I don't know.
I don't know either. We need to get like a nurse practitioner in here or like.
Whoa. You want to actually do science on this show?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I could call my mom. No. She's a nurse practitioner.
All right, let's get her on the phone.
Mom.
I finally get to meet your mom. Cool.
Nice. My mom is the cool one of my family.
Oh, okay. So now you'll introduce me to your mom.
I didn't say that. I said she was the cool one of my family.
She's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not calling. I'm not introducing you to my mother.
No. I mean, okay, so my family's probably going to hear this, but my family loves to, I'm sure every family does this, right? It's just like, loves to just like wallow in their own self-pity and talk about all their own like traumas all the time.
I'll take your word for it.
That's not a regular family thing?
Not so much.
Oh.
Well, now I just made it uncomfortable.
I didn't really think it was a normal family thing. That's why I don't introduce people to my family.
Fine. Well, I hope one day you'll introduce me to your family. But Veronica, we're actually gonna call last call on this motherfucker.
Woo! We did it.
We did.
Damn.
Before we get out of here.
Time flies, you know.
Right? Having fun, all that fun shit.
Having all the fun.
Before we get out of here, where can they find you on the things?
Oh, man. Okay. So, we've got Instagram, which is at Verronica, VERRONICA_. And then on Twitter, it's VERRONICAKIREI, Verronica Kirei. And then if you want to follow my clothing brand, which I really hope you do, because I made this super cool skirt. And I make a lot of super cool things, and I'm open to custom orders for that as well. That is house, HOUSE .of IRIDESCENCE. Is that right? Fuck.
It's your website. I'll take your word for it.
I'm like houseofiridescence.com. You can order stuff from there. You can send me messages about stuff that you would like me to make. Like, is it CE or no? Yeah, it is CE. Okay. People in branding, they're like, pick a name that's easy for people to remember, and I'm like, nah. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to be special. I'm going to be different. I'm going to make somebody spell out iridescence.
With dots in between the words.
Well, spaces it out. Anyway, that's where you can find me. In onlyfans.com/Verronica Kirei, the same spelling as Twitter. I love to do customs there too. I'm open to pretty much anything.
Apparently, we're doing a boy-girl scene at some point, so.
But it's a parody.
Okay.
Man, you're gonna get all the hits on this when they hear a boy-girl scene with me. Anyway, yeah, that's where you can find me. You can also find me on veronicakirei.com. Same spelling as Twitter, but just add the .com. And that's it. That's all the links, I think, for now. I don't know. I just got a Reddit, too.
Hell yeah. And as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. Slayer. You can find the Patreon with the exclusive content, the uncensored content at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Cheers.
I'm empty. I gotta refill. You have the bottle over there.
Oh, God. Okay,
Holding. Cheers.
Cheers. Great podcast.